Motare Kōzi. What a terrible place. Again, I see the signs of more blockage or sickness in the luminous Adra stone here. This seems to be something common in the Deadfire. Wherever nature is not normal, something is off with the nearby giant luminous Adra stone. I wish I could just feel out where all of these places are in the Deadfire and go from one to the other to get it all over with. I sort of feel like my job as a watcher is more of a healer than anything else, really. Combat gets me to the places I need to be, but for the most part, my real power is my ability to commune with the spirits and heal the luminous Adra. I don't mind that, though. Being able to heal places and the dead is a better legacy than being a great warrior. Besides, I'm a cipher. Not exactly the profession one should be to fight the enemy head-on. I'm more like a mage with armor and 2 swords. I can do a lot of damage with my swords, but my cipher abilities outshines that. I don't consider myself able to hold off the real enemies, the real tough ones like Adair can. I'm more of a support fighter. I flank the enemy and use my swords or cipher abilities to hurt them. This is why, especially with Pelagina gone, that Adair is more critical than ever to have with us wherever we go. That and Shoti, for her healing abilities. So yes, I don't see me not having them wherever we go off the Watcher. Yes, my ship, the Watcher. Not unless we get some new people to join with us. For the foreseeable future, Adair and Shoti will be by my side. We are to read this soul now.
Will do.
This fragment of soul vibrates with a sense of deep worry and hesitation. As I draw closer, it drifts towards me with a sense of blind urgency. Read the soul. I pant with exertion as I flee, clutching an ornate golden ring in both hands. The hip-deep water slows my frenzied escape, but I persist with some tattered memory of hope. A pained shriek rings out from the jungle. I turn back, distracted, and manage to run headlong into a towering form. The creature swivels her attention down at me. She plucks me up with a bony talon, as she would a doll. Through the haze of disorientation, I make her out her pitted face and milk-white eyes. Cackling, she snatches the golden ring and hangs it on the branch of a tall, gnarled tree. She tells me of the awful fate I'll suffer, feeding her grove, watering her children, but she makes it all sound like an honor. I wish I could believe her. The vision disperses in a cloud of pain and confusion. Swinging her lantern softly, Shoti lures the soul into its depths. Well, this is the person that had the ring. Did we not kill... There was some powerful... Pigra or whatever it was that we took down on the other side of the temple itself. So let's go there now that we've completely explored everywhere around. No.
That seems a little too nice for a place like this.
The dead Juana. Pretty obvious whose soul this is. Are you talking about this? Oh. Well, let me read the soul
I've
first.
got it.
The soul flits about in hasty panic bursts. It eases closer to me with anticipation. I'll read the soul. They laughed at my hours studying the runic scripts of the ancient Juana, but here I am poring over gold inscriptions while they scratch their heads. I promised myself a good boast on the journey back to Nekitaka. No one believes the Juana could have forged a device like the Golden Wheel, but I stay silent on the matter. The Anguithans built more for function than beauty, and this is art. Rotating the control disc and pressing panels had me so engrossed that I mistakenly entered the wrong combination. A slit opened in the disc, discharging a gas that brought me to my knees, coughing loud with enough to summon a creature whose shape I could barely perceive through the haze of pain. Boasting would have to wait. Emitting a palpable feeling of relief, the essence drifts into Shoti's lantern. We're gonna have to release all those soon enough, Shoti.
Sure.
Okay, so there is a disc here, and he pushed the wrong thing, and poison came out, which we're gonna have to be mindful of. What can you make out about this, Saloth? or Takehu. This massive golden disc is covered with intricate engravings and inscriptions. I am able to pick out symbols representing plants and wildlife and boats, but there's no discernible order or meaning to their configuration. Read the main inscription. To all wayward kin, far from family shores, let this chart point the way home, that your tribe may welcome you open-armed. Engravings remember what the dead forget. Take comfort in this sanctuary, read its teachings, and let knowledge guide the hand that turns the wheels. A circular depression stands out from the rest of the disc. The stone ring in my possession looks as if it could fit, but not without the other missing part. Study the engravings looking for a pattern. I can vaguely see how different points of the engraving seem to match up, forming a coherent shape in spite of being situated on opposing sides of the carving. A depression in the ring resembles a control panel, which could be used to manipulate the moving parts of the disc, though it is missing something. I'm going to attempt to decipher the disc with the golden wheel I possess. I hold the outer ring up to the control panel, but it still requires the inner ring to make the mechanism function. Alright, we'll leave. Somewhere the inner ring has to be. Well, there's nothing here. Let's search around the area then.
On it.
Wanamahi? It's this frog. The inscription reads, though we leap between isles, home is beloved Ukaizo. Someone somewhere has the other part. I don't know where. And Gatti gifted her chosen people with dominion over water. Wish I could commune with this. Maybe once we get the machine working. Yeah. We must have missed something somewhere. It's affected all the trees around here. The roots are growing and attacking people. Everything seems to be corrupted. There's something here we missed. I doubt it's the inner ring, though. Ring of minor deflection. It's a ring, not the ring we need. A harvest of koiki blooms without toil. The fruit of the dead sustains the living. Fruit of the dead. Huh. Maybe it's past this grove? I don't know. Didn't I have the vision that they hung the ring up? But we haven't come across any ring. What ring do we have in our possession? That's a badge. There it is right here. Golden outer ring. This golden ring bears Hwana runic engravings. The delicacy of the inscriptions and clean accuracy of the shaping are markers of a master craftsman. Grooves along the underside would suggest this piece connects to a larger mechanism. Where does this go?
I smell conflict in the air.
Tigers and K-bats.
Hey, watch it with that.
That's what I mean about my cipher abilities.
Smart, don't it?
When it comes to combat, my cipher abilities way outdo my abilities to melee. Bat parts, claw, wings, luminous Audra dust pelt. More bat wings, leathery wings. What's this?
I've
Hope
got
the
it.
ring's here. Golden inner ring, we found it. Okay, let's go back. That wasn't that hard to find it. Look how Takehu's able to go through the water so quickly. I don't know if that's because he's Hwana and much larger than us, or it's because he's a water shaper. Or is it both? Oh, right. Let's deal with this. Hopefully, gas will not be released. The golden disc faces the sky, motionless and silent. I note the vacant depression in the control panel matches the engraved rings I found in the ruins. Slide the golden wheels onto the control panel. The rings settle into place, fitting neatly around their central axis. The outer ring is inscribed with passages in the Hwana runic language. 4 symbols decorate the inner wheel. They show pillars of luminous Audra, the native Koiki fruit, a depiction of the Hwana water-shaping art, and a lovingly engraved island. Okay. Luminous Audra, native Koiki fruit, Hwana water-shaping art, and a lovely engraved island. I don't know what to do here. The way these inscriptions align suggests a relationship between the two. Something about the island catches my attention. The runes surrounding it are particularly elaborate, and every measurement uses it as a point of origin. It's Ukaizo. Ikera, are we both seeing this? Takehu brings a shaking hand up to wipe his mouth. A set of dots on the inscribed panel of the outer ring suggests that it should be rotating in a sequence, starting from 1 and ending in 4. So dots inscribed panels of the outer rings are okay. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. The first inscription reads, though their roots grow from Rikuhu's lightless bowels, their yield is a welcome reprieve. The inner ring can be turned to match a symbol to the inscription. Well, there's not that many combinations here, and if one of them set out gas. What should we do? The inner ring can be turned to match a symbol to the inscription. Luminous Audra, Ukaizo, Kyoiki fruit, or water shaping. Well, I noticed that Ukaizo could be it. Let's try that. I turn the wheels until the inscription matches up with the symbol of Ukaizo. The way the control panel sits atop the disc suggests that I could push this configuration down. Press down on the metalwork. I press my weight on the panel. Deep inside the disc, I hear the rotation of heavy parts. The gold rings spring back up, ready to be spun again. Oh, okay. The next inscription reads, our covenant to safeguard these petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire. It would seem that we have to go through and choose the right one based upon what the inscription says, which totally eluded me for the first one. Our covenant to safeguard those petrified limbs are the health and safety of the Deadfire. You mean the luminous Audra? I don't think that petrified limbs are the health and safety of the... I don't think it's Koiki fruit. Or water shaping. It's got to be luminous Audra. I spin the wheels until the inscription aligns with the symbol of luminous Audra. Press down on the metalwork. The wheels settle into place with some resistance, likely owing to age and neglect. Beneath the disc, the groaning of gears sounds once more. The next inscription reads, Ngati gifted her chosen people with dominion over her dark and turbulent kingdom. Well, I would think that that would be water shaping. Turn the wheel, lining up the symbol of water shaping with the inscription. Press down on the metalwork. Cacophonous grinding sounds builds from somewhere deep beneath the disc. Whether this indicates a favorable outcome or not remains to be seen. The final inscription reads, "Our origin, our destination, our home. Wherever she goes, she is the horizon." Yeah, I don't think that would be Koiki fruit. That would have to be Ukaizo. Our origin, our destination, home. Go back, start from the beginning. Undo my work and restore the wheel to its original position. Rotate the wheel into the first configuration. Through the roots grow from Rikuku's lightless battles, there yields a welcome reprieve. It would have to be the Koiki fruit. Turning it, pushing down. Those petrified limbs with health and safety of the Deadfire, I would say Luminous Adra. Push down the metalwork. The wheels settle into place with some resistance. Okay. Okay. Water shaping for Ngati's gift. Turn the wheel. Press down. Loud grinding. Okay. Our origin, our destination, our home. Wherever we go, she is the horizon. Turn the wheel to match the symbol of Ukaizo and press the panel. Definitely not Koiki fruit. Long silence follows, in which I am forced to wonder whether or not I input the correct combination and what consequences might follow either way. Manipulating the control panel has rotated the rings of the massive inner disc into a new configuration, one that lines up with neat precision. The engravings intersect in a manner that forms the shape of the Deadfire. The emerging image is not exactly a map, but an index of islands and coordinates, organized in relation to each other. I recognize several of these sighted locations as containing nothing but open water. Treading a path by this obsolete system would now be impossible. The word Ukaizo stands out from the other named islands. I take a rubbing of the disc in its completed form. Judging by my surroundings, this coordinate system has gone untouched for millennia. My findings may be of interest to someone. I would think it would be pointing into Andra's mortar, actually. I have gained an item on a chart. The item was put into my stash. Whether or not this treasure should be available to just anyone who happens by is another matter. The gold rings are resolutely locked in place. Oh. Should I destroy it or leave it? You know what? This is not up to me. If someone's going to destroy it, leave the disc intact and step away. If someone's going to destroy it, it's not going to be me. Let Prince Aruihi send another expedition to do that. That won't be my call. I think that's, I can see why you would think it should be destroyed so the Valians or the Rautai wouldn't be able to go there, but... Or any Principia, I suppose. But, again, that's not my call. And if Prince Aruihi doesn't like that, that's too bad for him. But I think that this island is... I don't know, it's not cured. We didn't do anything to cure it. Do we want to leave? I don't know. Well, I have no idea what else we could have done to heal the grove. I couldn't commune with the Luminous Adra. So, the only thing I can do is leave now. We got what we came for. And... yeah. Should try to rest. Can we get out this way? I haven't been over here. What's this? Sailing offers a welcome reprieve from Motare Kōzi until the silhouette of an advancing ship grows clear on the horizon. The wind turns against me as the pursuer, a well-equipped Rauataian junk, closes the distance handily. The flag of the Royal Deadfire Company waves proudly. A placard on the hull identifies it as Benevolent Aegis. Loud percussion followed by the splash of water announces a cannonball fired across my bow. Stand down, prepare for inspection. A commanding voice bellows over the turbulent crashing of waves. Shout, I shout parley. Benevolent Aegis draws close enough for me to recognize the crew as hard and disciplined Kosto Amoa. One of them separates from the fold and plants his boot on the railing. The name is Pai, and I'll speak plainly. You wouldn't be leaving Motare or Kōzi unless you found what we both want. The map. I slipped the Huana chart in my boot. I found nothing, but feel free to search Watcher. Leave no barrel unturned. We don't go home empty-handed. While Captain Pai bellows his orders, I hope that no one noticed me hiding the chart. No one thinks to check me. The crew picks up over every corner of Watcher and drag their feet back to Pai. Nothing. You lampreys couldn't find your tails. Pai tears off one of his gloves and throws it on the deck. Captain, my apologies for the diversion. Have a pleasant voyage. He doffs his cap, the amity of his tone never quite arriving at his eyes. The ship sails under a cloud of failure and misgivings. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Oreo Koiki. Well, the only place we have to go now is back to Nekataka if we can get around these islands. What's to the north? Nothing. Oh, what's this over here? Looks like there's a village there. Oh, who are these? Mercenaries. Aren't we looking for... Yeah, I think we might have a bounty on these guys. Let's go in.
Ready to
Hey there. Take out their leader, please. Ouch. Oh, I got their attention.
Take him down.
One left on me. Oh no, it's two.
Hey,
Focus on the less armored one.
wasn't that bad.
It hardly seems fair. Just like that.
Watch it with those, Dekehu.
How good I say. This does not work.
Flank him.
Oh, good.
Oh, wow. Nice explosions there, a lot. Lots of items to go sell. Well, I think that's it. Bunch of blue Huana left. Or actually, they look more like Rao Italians. You don't see too many Huana that are blue. Usually like a orange, beigey type color. Oop, there's some water to the south. Don't miss that. And we could use that on our ship. More fruit. More water. Yeah, we're actually going through our supplies fairly quickly. Not so much our food, but our water. We're going through them fast. Well, I think we need to rest. I definitely could rest. My injury is healed up pretty good. There was more islands to the north, northeast of Motare Kōzi. We'll have to come back and explore all of this at some point. Let's race home to Nekitaka. We have what we wanted from Motare Kōzi. Let's go see Prince Aruihi. It's been quite a while since he gave us this mission, and I'm curious to know what his reply will be. We left the machine intact, so if they want to send another expedition out there, that's their call. Oh, it seems I have gained in skill. I could be better in stealth. I really could. And insight is my greatest strengths through my cipher abilities and just general wisdom. I see. So, Time Parasite. By siphoning power from enemies' souls, the cipher is able to slow them down and increase my own action speed. Sounds pretty good to me. Be working with that new skill. I don't remember where Prince Aruihi was. Was he downstairs?
May Helios smile upon your endeavors.
Thought they were going to say it's too late. Well, it is kind of late. It's very, very early in the morning. Don't know if Prince Aruihi will be here. But there are people here. There he is. We return. I'm sure you'll like what we have to say.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Motare Kōzi?
Aruihi raises his brow and gestures for me to speak. Your expedition never made it off Motare Kōzi, I'm sorry.
I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and in a vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Aruihi raises a shaking hand to touch his lowered brow.
What of their findings, Watcher? Did they recover anything? Anything about Ukaizo?
I give him the rubbing. I found this ancient Huana navigational chart. The prince accepts the chart in silence, holding up to the light and poring over every detail with interest. His hand trembles as he holds the paper.
An unusual accounting of the isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to...
His fingers drifts up to the sigil of Ukaizo. Aruihi nods. Do you have what you need to find Ukaizo?
If I did, my sister would hold a parade in your honor. Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, Aruihi rolls up the parchment and tosses me a heavy pouch of coins. 1,700 coins. Sailing uncharted waters isn't cheap.
Ikera, here, for your expenses.
He tosses me another 250 copper.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo.
I had some trouble with the Royal Deadfire Company on the open sea.
Ikera, they will not let you escape with what they could so easily steal.
Prince Aruihi murmurs under his breath.
But Will they not find the original chart as unprotected as a Raparu food pile?
Assuming they survive the jungle, probably.
I expected better judgment from an agent of the crown.
Aruihi folds his arms and presses the bridge of his nose.
Even with the help of the gods, our task was unlikely before these complications, I say.
I'm not going to destroy a Huana thing, so ancient Huana thing. Not going to happen. He waves me on, eager to change the topic. The bark cloth was a message from the Wahaki to deter any visitors.
For what do they protect Motare Kōzi when its knowledge could help all Huana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report, Your Highness.
This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
Aruihi touches his brow and considers.
I sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
He lifts his gaze to meet mine. They served you admirably. We're a step closer to Ukaizo.
Akira, just so. May all who fell on Motare Kōzi slip through the eel's jaws. Huana and outsider alike.
Sighing, Aruihi bows his head.
But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
His mask of grief breaks under the pull of a broad smile.
Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats.
Been a pleasure working with you. Oh, wait, I had some questions.
If there's curiosity to be satisfied,
Oh,
Kira, I will help.
no. Farewell. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.